I don't know what happened there. I'm waiting for the stream to come back up to get a
I'll let
notification.
you know when I see it. Not yet.
Yep, I think we're on now. Maybe waiting for the thing to come up.
Yeah, I see it.
There we go. Now we're on. Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened. Um. Anyway, sorry about that. What was I talking about? The MAGA accounts. So with the blue check mark, when you get a blue check mark, which you have to pay for now, which you didn't have to previously, is that you basically you can get paid off of interactions
Yep.
on Twitter. And the problem is that it doesn't matter if it's a positive or negative reaction. So if you put in something very inflammatory, like I don't know, drop the N bomb and say I love Nazis or like whatever, that will get you interactions, and that will thus get you paid. And so we're seeing people from certain countries that are just certain people that just don't you know make a lot of money, and this is like how they're going to make money now. Like it doesn't matter how inflammatory it is, but if you get enough people to interact, especially in America, because this is a consumer economy, like this is a moneymaker for you. And so I'm not surprised. And so like, all these people are just like they've been totally bamboozled by thinking that everybody is like totally mugged out in America, but we're not. Like I say it all the fucking time. Trump did not win the majority of Americans. All right, he won what is I think it was like 76 or 78 million people. So he won 76 to 78 million votes. 84 million people didn't even fucking vote, and another 72 million people voted for the other person. So he won less than a third of the votes that are possible in America. So he is not a voice to the vast majority of Americans. Neither one of the people that were, up for election in the last cycle got the majority of the votes. So them's the breaks. Also, fuck that dude.
Also, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
But you said the number you just quoted was 76 million.
Yeah.
That's 76 million people, bro. Like, who voted for this dude?
Oh
And
yeah, for
like,
sure.
it's wild. And I'd wonder how many would do it again today, right?
Uh
Because I know he's lost a lot of his core, right?
yeah.
Um, but not all of them, right? There are
No.
people who are ride or die with him, right? There are people who are about that life with Trump.
Mm,
And as much as I disagree with it, like I respect consistency, I guess.
I
But
guess. Um
I guess I mean you can be wrong, but at least you're committed to the gag. But it's crazy to think, man. Like every day that goes by. What's interesting to me, and I heard this woman I listened to who is a like a political commentator say the other day. She was like, if you took what Trump said last week, right? Anything he said last week, and inserted it into the first day of his presidency, the world, like the country would have been in an uproar, right? But like the
well,
desensitization that we've all had over the last couple of years with him has been incredible, right? Like,
yeah.
if he had called the reporter a pig in the Oval Office or on Air Force One on his first day in office, people would have lost it. But this is not where we are today.
He has done an astonishingly excellent job on moving the Overton window very quickly. And it helps that, he knows that he's going to be a lame duck president, or maybe he's going to try to shoot for a third term, which good luck with that. But yeah,
I don't think he's well enough to do that personally, but
I don't
that's
either, but I think he's so arrogant that he might do it anyway. I think he's struggling with life right now, just like literally just trying to survive day to day. But he has amassed so much undeserved power that he's just going to keep it rolling. When he is not president, the amount of legal issues that he's going to run into again, all that's just waiting for him once he's not president again. And if he, I would not be surprised if he died broke. So,
wow.
it's funny. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day just about the amount of companies that failed under Trump. And I think most people really understand that. And she was like, have you ever like ran down the list on the podcast? I don't think I have. But I will now. Give me a second though.
Are you saying Trump companies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people, they seem to think that he's like some like savvy businessman, but he's not. Like he's really not. I'm gonna go through a list and just bear with me for a minute. And I'm sorry this might get. Um, oh, there's a problem with the stream again. I think we're still live.
It's still looking okay
Okay,
to me.
so bear with me. These are businesses that Donald Trump has that are now bankrupt. I'm gonna read off a list for you. All right, Donald Trump, the Donald J. Trump Foundation, Golden Nugget, Atlantic City. Which again, if you bankrupt a casino, what the fuck? All right. So this is just one. All right.
Yeah.
GoTrump.com, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, another casino. New Jersey Generals, Paradox Hotel Vancouver, Plaza Hotel, TD Trump Deutschland, the Trump Network, Trump Entertainment Resorts, Trump Ice, Trump Institute, Trump Magazines, Trump Mortgage, Trump Ocean Resort Baja Mexico, Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, another casino, Trump Productions, Trump Shuttle, Trump Steaks, Trump University, which is that one was particularly egregious
My
because
alma mater.
yeah, he got sued and yeah, people didn't get shit. Anyway, uh,
Not true.
Trump Vodka, Trump World Fair, Trump the Game, and Trumped. 24 different businesses that he was a part of that they're no longer around because of bankruptcy because he ran it into the ground.
Trump the flamethrower also should add
Yeah,
to be
also
added to the
from the
list.
Boring Company. Um, Trump was on the decline to being broke as fuck until. Do you know why? Do you know what brought him back into like critical acclaim? I guess.
The Apprentice.
Yes, you're completely right. It was The Apprentice. So
I'm a New Yorker. I'm a
yeah,
New Yorker. We known about this dude's bullshit since I was a child.
yeah.
Like he is not a surprise. As a matter of fact, I told my wife this the other day, and I've been telling my buddies. I think I had an epiphany. I think the Giants' abysmal performance this year is universal karma for us as New Yorkers for releasing Donald Trump into the world.
I mean,
But
you got
yes,
you got Mamdani now, but even though he's like kind of he's a little sus to me.
he's not even in the seat yet. So like,
Yeah,
let's not give
he's not. Yeah, I know
too
he's not in
much
the seat yet,
airtime.
but he went to go meet with Trump, and it was kind of sus. I'm just saying.
Got to kiss the ring.
You cannot. You can just say no. Hey, Dare told me that. I'm just saying.
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, if I became the president or I just wouldn't meet the guy. I would not want to meet with the guy. Is it petty? I don't care. I don't like what he stands for. He stands for me, he's a person that has failed up his entire fucking life. And I cannot fucking stand people like that. People like that are the reason why most companies have shitty management. It's the reason why most companies fail. It's the reason why and they go to White Club. He's also par and partial. How do we say it? Part and parcel of the same issue of the good old boys club and failing up.
I would bet you anything that he smells weird.
Oh, I can guarantee it. Yeah,
100, like
yeah,
100%,
yeah.
100%. Like corn chips and bologna, it's probably awful. We're not doing it.
The Framunda.
Oh, the
Yeah,
special from
yeah,
under
the Framunda.
the good South Florida from under.
It's just he's such a gross looking person. What I don't like is that he has become to a lot of people like a symbol of like weird masculinity for like all these people. But it's like, okay, so like, can we just take a step back? I'm just gonna go into pretend land where being masculine has like these really weird like right wing traits. All right, first of all, the man is obese. All right, he's obese by like any stretch of the means. Him saying he weighs 225 pounds at like 6'4", whatever he thinks whatever height he is. That is not it. That is not his weight. The man weighs
Neither
over
of those
300
data
pounds.
points are true,
No, he weighs over 300 fucking pounds.
and
Easy.
he's not 6'4".
No. Like, I think that, honestly, if his um, pant size was less than 45 inches, I would be surprised. It's probably pushing like closer to 50. Right. And this is very obvious by just looking at the guy. Okay. He wears makeup constantly. He dyes his hair artificially constantly. Um, he is not, he doesn't do anything, he's never done anything physically difficult in his entire fucking life. So when it comes to like this weird, he's a man's man. He's so tough. He's like, well, he's fucking
He's
not.
got heel spurs, man. Like,
Yeah,
go easy on him. He's got heel
yeah.
spurs.
Fuck that guy. He's fucking soft. He's always been a soft man, and I don't say that because if you're gonna be a soft man, like that's fine. Like I don't have a problem with that at all. But don't sit there and make it seem like he's a fucking cowboy, like when he's literally like getting manicures.
Yeah.
And I get fucking manicures and pedicures, but I also strangle people a lot. So like if you want to sit there and like make it seem like I'm a fucking weak bitch, like you can meet me somewhere. We can go on the mats and you can find out. With Trump, like he has none of that. Like nothing about him is tough.
Not, never has, never will.
No, he's gonna die a soft man with a silver spoon in his mouth from a racist dad. So
Accurate, all the way, all the
so,
way. I mean, look, it's the real question I always come back to is be careful what you wish for. That's not a question. The question is who's next, and that's
yeah,
the concern.
that is the concern, and it's a concern from both angles. And I've said this for a long time. It's the pendulum swinging, and I'm concerned if Gavin Newsom becomes the next guy. I think the GOP is
Me too.
done for a minute because Trump has been so ridiculous. He sucked up all the air from the GOP, but Gavin Newsom, he's not great either. He's basically the left wing
He's a
version of
bad
Trump.
guy. He's
Yeah,
a bad guy.
yeah, I believe that as well. Like
He
him, go ahead.
he's he's a low caliber human, right? He's intelligent, he's articulate, he's good looking, all those things, right? But like his track record of character traits, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but when he was mayor of San Francisco, he had a couple issues with his deputy mayor's wife. Can't do that. Can't do that. You lose me when that happens,
Yeah,
right? I mean, San Francisco had a string of questionable mayors, as did Chicago, as did New York City.
yeah,
Um, but he's on that list, and his challenges, from what I remember, I wasn't living there at the time, but I was there a lot at the time, were mostly character based. Like I don't think people thought he was corrupt and taking bribes and shit like that, but like if you're going to sleep with your deputy mayor's wife, and again, I'm remembering this, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, I can look it up. I am concerned about you in greater and greater and larger roles.
Well, I mean, just look at like his current because I can't remember when he was mayor, but I'm pretty sure when I was either in the Marine Corps or like overseas or like living down here or whatever. But what I will say is that his current behavior is kind of abhorrent. And when I
He's
talk about
tripping.
what's up, yeah,
He's tripping. Like,
he's basically the left wing version of Trump. He's made the governor Twitter account and his own personal account into a troll account, and that is not what I want from my political, the person that I'm backing. Like I need somebody
yeah,
fucking serious. I don't want to see memes on your account. I want to see what you can do to make your constituents live a better life. Like I want to see you talk about, how you're going to, you know, deal with the infrastructure issues in California. How you're going to deal with like the lack of water access in California, the rising cost of electricity, food costs, all that shit. Instead, you're giving, shitty memes about Trump. I don't care about
yeah,
that. I care about the actual living standards in California and all this NIMBY bullshit. But if your whole focus is on clowning Trump, like I don't want any part of that.
yeah. That's how
I
you're spending your time. Yeah,
Yeah, like I can do that. Just a fucking shitty podcaster. Like you're not paying me to make your life better. You know what I mean? Because y'all
He
don't pay
was
me at
mayor of
all.
San Francisco from 2004 to 2011. So that might have been like kind of right when the time when you weren't
Yeah,
there
I
as
wasn't in the Bay
much,
Area at the time.
right?
I came back to the Bay Area in like 2010.
Yeah, I wonder if
So
he's gonna to fix the water problem. He might bring in his new water consultant, Paul Atreides, who's also known as the Sanai Gaib. The Sanai Gaib, come and please
the
bring
guy
water
with the
to the
fucking
desert.
Dune jokes. That was great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
that's
But yeah,
crazy.
I don't want that guy in fucking office. Because I've said it for a long time. Like the people on the left, they're not really on the left. Like they're
But
not.
who else are they putting forward, right? Like this is a concern, right? Who else is being positioned in such a way that they are likely to be the next contender? I don't know.
I don't know either. Like
I haven't known for years, and that's the concern. Is like who's next? And I feel like on the Republican side of things, there's questions about who's next too.
yeah, the Republicans are going to be fucked for a while because like
It's
people
not it's not a lock.
no because like JD Vance, I don't fucking like him and he's a Marine and we should be brothers, but fuck that guy. He's the brother I would punch in the face when I saw him. So yeah, I mean, so on. Let me just pause real quick. Somebody take that way out of context. I would not punch JD Vance in the face if I saw him,
Correction.
but he is not my family. He is not my brother in arms. He is not. He's a terrible fucking person. So
Actually, thank you for bringing up the Marine military thing because have you been keeping up with the Scott Kelly situation?
yes, I have. Actually, I want to bring it up on the
Is that on your
podcast.
list?
It was on the
Okay.
list. Yes, about the unlawful orders, which people seem to like not really understand what the UCMJ is about and like Constitution and all that shit. So
It's on paper. You can look it up. It's not that hard.
yeah, look up Article 9 and Article 92. It's very specific verbiage on when it comes to punishment for somebody that's in the military on if you refuse lawful orders. They use very specific language on lawful orders because you can refuse unlawful orders, and everybody in the military knows this. You want to know why? Because of the fucking Nuremberg trials. And if you need to look that up, it's the trials that had to do with the Nazis because all these Nazis were saying, like, oh, I was just doing what I was told. That's not an excuse if you're in the military. Just doing what you're told while committing war crimes is not an excuse. So all these people that think that, oh, I'm going to join ICE or, just because my superior told me to do something, blah, 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 I'll just do it. And I happen to shoot a kid in the face. That's not, or I happen to, strip their rights away or throw them in jail or torture them or whatever. Like these are still war crimes and there are still things that are like disrupting the peace. And we have laws against that. And it is 100% within a service member's rights to decline those orders. And that might mean if your chain of command is fucked up enough that you might spend some time in the brig. But you know what? I would much rather spend time in the brig than be a fucking Nazi.
Well, so I was listening to Dan Carlin's podcast yesterday, also at Costco, because that's what a brother does
Yeah.
ahead of Thanksgiving to buy a giant brisket. And he was talking about a Vietnam era unlawful order
So
situation.
what,
So
eighth,
much more recent, the My Lai massacre.
was it eighth and I, the guys with the cutting off the ears? Is
Uh,
that the one?
that was Universal Soldier, I think.
No, that was a real thing.
No, I know, I
Yeah,
know, I know.
it was a
Uh,
real Marine thing anyway. Yeah.
I think it may have been the same incident, but there was an incident in the Vietnam War where there was a similar situation where there was a chain of command and eventually somebody did blow the whistle and raise their hand and say something's fucked up. But like it took time for that to be completely flushed out. And I think what you just described is what happened. I think somebody was court-martialed, then eventually ran through the process of military tribunals and courts, and they realized that the guy who blew the whistle was actually in the right, and the person who gave the order was the actual criminal. But it's a similar message, right? Where it's established
Yeah.
that if it is an unlawful order, you have an obligation to not follow it.
Yeah, and I think that like the civilian population, they're trying to already kind of muddy the waters of saying like I saw Bill Maher, who never served, he went on like he was asking like, do I really want like a lower enlisted person to question the orders
Yes.
of somebody above them? Yes, yes, you do. Because if you don't, you literally end up, which is, it's odd to me that somebody, I'm pretty sure Bill Maher is of Jewish descent.
Yes.
Yeah, I find it very odd that somebody like him would question that, given the amount of orders that were given by literal fucking Nazis to kill Jews. And everybody was just like, oh, yeah, I'll just do it because it was an
Yeah.
order. And guess what? They all fucking went to jail too.
And do you remember what those Nazi soldiers were called?
Is it the Brown? No, I can't remember that. Yeah,
Stormtroopers.
Storm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, like stormtroopers. Guys, we've seen this movie before, right?
Yeah.
Like we know how this works. This is not new, right? We know that there's a value to saying do what's right and don't do what's wrong. Um, the other thing that I found amazing, like of all the people to try and poke at, Scott Kelly is that dude. Like you
Yeah.
don't really want like that's the guy you want to pick on? Really?
It just,
He's got everything he could possibly have done,
yeah.
either himself, his twin brother, or his wife.
Who
Like
was,
unimpeachable
and his wife, who was literally the victim of political violence. She got shot in the fucking head,
in the fucking head
you
in
know?
public.
Yeah. And I think,
And then came back to work.
yeah. And, you know, him himself, I just said the same word twice. Anyway, he was a captain in the Navy, I believe, which
Yeah.
just, I want to be clear, except for the Navy, a captain in other branches is like an 03, I think.
Yeah.
It's an 03.
303.
In
Yeah.
the Navy, it's basically a full bird colonel. So it's like just below general. So he was above what would have been Hegseth's rank. And the fact that they're talking about trying to pull him into the military and do like a tribunal or whatever, like court martial him, like
Court
you
martial.
can't
Yeah.
fucking do that. Like the guy's retired. You can't do
You
that.
actually can't. You
Yeah.
actually can't. The Navy has explicit rules around
Yeah.
this.
Well, I mean, it's the
But
UCMJ. Like,
well, it's not only the UCMJ, but the Navy has their own set of guidance on this that is codified. The other thing too is like, why did he leave the Navy? To become a fucking astronaut. Like,
yeah,
give this dude a break,
yeah,
man. Like, this dude didn't leave to join Raytheon. Like, he
yeah.
left to continue his service and
And it
went to
wasn't
space several times and
and
did all the
it wasn't just
things.
him. It wasn't just him. It was I think it was like six people that talked about it. But
Yeah,
like, but
there's
everything that they
several.
said is like it's not illegal. Like you saying that like you don't have to follow unlawful orders. Like they didn't say you don't have to follow any orders. They're just saying unlawful ones.
Right,
Because when you join the military, you swear an oath to the Constitution. You don't swear an oath to the fucking president.
right.
So yeah, they tell you
Wasn't
something that's unconstitutional. You don't have to do it.
and you have a responsibility to not do it. Like
Yes.
I saw like Hegseth was giving Kelly some sort of like feedback on even the medals and commendations he showed on his uniform on a screenshot. Like that's what you're doing? You're the Secretary of Defense, and that's what you're doing? Like, okay,
He's the Secretary of
Secretary of War.
War.
Yes, I'm
The
sorry.
sec-
I'm sorry. Yes, of course, of course.
that is such a weak bitch ass thing too. Like trying to change the name from like
Yeah.
defense to wars. That makes you more tough. Like you're not fucking Pete Hexeth. You're not fucking tough, bro. You're not tough. You can barely do pull-ups.
I'm the last king of Scotland.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I mean, just pick your title down. Grand Wizard Theodore. I don't know.
Grand Wizard.
Grandmaster
That's
Flash.
fitting. Grand Wizard. I like that.
No, no.
Oh, let me see what else is on the list. Actually, I want to make you bullshit for like. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
unadulterated airtime for like a minute. So give me a
All
second.
right. Unadulterated airtime for a minute. All right. So Thanksgiving is upon us, and I know a lot of folks are traveling, and clearly, Kronos had to fill in here with the C team. Uh, but it's always interesting to hear kind of folks different traditions, different meals planned, songs, games they play. I know I'm making a brisket. I'm actually looking at my smoker right now, but I have to go and check before I go to bed because it's already just after midnight here in Chicago. But I do hope everybody out there has a great Thanksgiving and a great holiday, however you celebrate it, right? And we're going into the end of the year, right? And so I know a lot of us spend a lot of time right now focused on what we're going to do or the year behind us and then the year ahead of us. But look, this silly little podcast has been really fun for me to catch up with these guys who now are friends of mine, and hopefully you guys out there have all had a good time and enjoy the work that Kronos and the rest of these guys do on a weekly basis. And maybe in 2026, maybe it'll be some meetups, right? Maybe I'll suggest that to him and to the rest of these gats is like maybe a San Diego meetup or a Bay Area meetup. I feel like that would be a cool thing to do. So we'll see. Maybe we can get that to actually happen in 2026. That'd be cool. Aside from that, um, I know I see in the chat here some folks talking about Black Ops 7. I am playing Black Ops 7. I just played Endgame for the first time last night. It's very reminiscent of DMZ, which I loved. So we'll see how that whole thing continues to work. I think they have a big update coming next week. So that'll be fun to see what they do and how they launch that. Um, they got a lot of work to do with that game, but I feel like they're going to get there pretty quickly. They know what they're doing. They know their business. They just have to actually execute that whole new version and kind of meld the old game with the new game. But so far so good. Plays pretty well, looks great, runs great. I got no beef with it at all from my perspective. Um, let's see what else is going on. Solo podcasting is hard, y'all. Uh, Brandon, what do you got? Oh, no, he's just laughing at me. That's cool. Um, let's talk about Kronos's raggedy ass chair. We're gonna have to talk to him about this because for a man who podcasts as much as he does, that chair needs some love. But we'll deal with that when he's back. Um, yeah, just wanted to shout out the boys, right? Shout out Prodigy and Blue and my man Old Ninja, who I saw only a couple months ago. So hopefully he's doing well. It's great to see everybody. And Kronos, I was saying to myself,
It's hard,
maybe
huh?
2026, we can see if we can get a meetup together, man. See if we can do a San Diego meetup or a Bay Area meetup for the podcast folk now that you got a little following here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like we haven't done like an in-person podcast in a very long time. Um, actually, since I moved from the Bay Area, so it's been shit since the pandemic. We haven't had like the whole podcast together in the same room on a podcast since the pandemic. So yeah, that's been sad, which is crazy because like I literally built a fucking building in my
I
backyard.
know, man.
Yeah, for the podcast. But yeah, I moved from that place, and eventually I want to like I'm gonna build another one once I moved out of this place and find a a proper home to live in. Um, that's definitely on the list because I want to have like another space outside of like the home and just a
And
space
you
to
did
hang out.
everything out there, right? Like you gamed out there, you worked out there. Like that was like,
Yeah, that was like
yeah,
my man cave. Yeah,
that's amazing. The whole California ADU thing is amazing, and I love it. I love it. And I didn't know it was such a thing until I moved out there years ago. And then like you see them everywhere, right? Like they've got these, and some of them are really really nice, man,
sorry.
multi level and all that shit.
You said a word that people probably don't understand what it means. ADU means accessory dwelling unit. So it's basically where you can build like another building in your backyard, and it could be like literally another home in your backyard, like a small home.
Literally,
And it's great if you have like multi generational housing because
yes,
you can put like it's
yes.
like a granny flat or a casita, they call it down here, casita. Um, where you can build like it's basically like bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, all that stuff that you
Bathroom, yeah.
need, and especially down here in San Diego County, it's actually easier to do it. Like they kind of streamlined like the ADU thing. In the Bay Area, they haven't caught on as much like when I left, but because I kind of did it under the counter. But whatever, because it's supposed to be like it's like 100. It's supposed to be like 120 square feet and no electricity for a shed.
Mm,
And if you want to do like 100 more than that and electricity, you have to have an ADU thing where it's like you have to get inspections.
permits and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't do the permit thing. So yeah. Pro tip: if you ever see if you're trying to buy a house and it says there's a bonus room, that means that it's not permitted. So yeah. So if the person that bought my house and it said that there was a bonus room in the backyard, it was that was an unpermitted thing.
And it came with free spiders.
Yes, free
So
spider. They repainted the inside, so you can see the spiders.
that is a them problem and not a you problem.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I do miss the seeing the deer in the backyard. That was nice.
That's crazy. You got deer there. Wow.
Yeah, deer and turkeys and coyotes, all kinds of shit.
Nah, I don't fuck with that. I'm from Queens, dude. I don't do that sort of thing.
They were nice. Well, the turkeys are kind of crazy because I didn't know that turkeys were in that area like until like 6 months after we got the place. And then all of a sudden, it sounded like somebody was walking on my roof, and I was like,
But
"What the fuck is happening?" And then I had to get out and see, and like, yeah, they were turkeys, but they sound like it sounds like people because they're they got two
they,
legs.
but they sound like turkeys. Like you can hear when like you
No,
scare them. They make like
oh,
turkey
you
sounds.
wouldn't,
Yeah,
yeah, if they make noise, but yeah, if they're just like walking
yeah.
around, they don't make those noises. And then
No.
yeah, you're just like, who the fuck is on my roof? Like, why is there someone on my roof? Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
they're loud as
sandwiches
fuck.
for a month.
Yeah, they're loud as fuck when they make that turkey noise. Super loud.
Yeah, I don't mess with that, bro. I don't
Hmm.
know. I'm not. I don't have training for that.
So let's what's crazy is that I have a bow and arrows. Um, but
Yep, that's
I think
probably
you need a
good.
permit to do that.
You should to kill a turkey.
Yeah, which is weird, but yeah, somebody's got to make money. This is America. It's capitalism. If you fish, somebody's got to make money off of it, as if they own the
Yeah,
ocean. Uh, you saw we're gonna switch this. We're gonna switch it up, kind of
yeah.
drastically.
Oh,
You watched Wicked for Good.
I sure did.
What did you think?
Um, well, it's after midnight here, so I can be really real. So first of all, I have a 10-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. They both love the first one.
Okay.
I am not a musical theater person, but they had such a good time with it, and it was so well done. I can't even front about like how good it was. Now, with that said, Wicked 2, Wicked for Good, whatever, um, was equally good, except there were a couple of points where there was one moment where I literally was like, I'm gonna have to leave the movie theater because I can't stop laughing. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, so
Spoiler alert. So
right,
if y'all are
yeah,
like
yes,
theater
well,
nerds
yeah.
or whatever, I
If
guess.
y'all wicker people, like,
Yeah.
give us 5 minutes. But all right, so like, you know, magic, 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 conflict, conflict, conflict. Elphaba swoops in, finds old boy and the blonde chick, leaves with old boy and goes back to her place, her swamp treehouse, wherever the hell she's living.
Okay. Yeah.
He gets off her broom and homegirl literally is like, whoop, hops off the cloak, throws on a cozy sweater and some booty shorts and is about to get that work. And I couldn't stop laughing. She's literally in like a nice little
Yeah.
sweater cardigan robe thing. And I'm like, she's down for the cause right now.
She
Like
wants the D.
she literally brought this
Mm.
dude back and was like, yeah, that's great. How about this? It was
Yeah.
the taking off your witch's robes and throwing on a cardigan that killed me. I couldn't stop laughing. I had to like literally lean away from my family into the aisle because I had chest heaving laughs at the cardigan thing. I'm like, did she put on some like some Uggs house slippers and some real comfy boots and like is she charging her wand and her broom? Like I was dying at the sweater thing, right? And then
Yeah.
movie progresses and homeboy gets turned into the scarecrow and she is still about that work. And I'm like, well, well. And clearly, from what I have seen, the internet agrees with me because there have been
Oh
now
yeah.
dozens of articles about Elphaba and the scarecrow and is like, is it ribbed for her pleasure sort of thing. So
Bro, okay. I have a couple of points. So I
yeah,
actually
please.
I went to go watch it with Prodigy and his daughter and obviously my daughter. Um and it was cuz Prodigy he didn't watch the first one. And
Oh,
and when that scene happened, like they did their thing and like they were in the bed and like the scene kind of ended and I was like, um why the fuck did they have their shoes on in the bed? Because like
first of all,
the boots are still on, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And also, it was kind of weird to have like kind of like a pseudo
we
sex
don't wear
scene.
shoes in the house.
Yeah, it's weird to have like a pseudo sex
Fucking
scene
A.
for like that demographic of people.
Yes, it was strange.
It was really weird. I don't know if kids like really picked up on like why are they in bed? Like, and there
If
was
they
another.
didn't, they will.
Yeah, there was what the fuck was the other point? There was something else I was like super. Oh, when he got turned into the scarecrow. Honestly, I thought like when when they started like really weaving in the actual Wizard of Oz stuff into it, of like the
Yeah,
Cowardly Lion, the Tin
yeah.
Man, and then he became the Scarecrow. I thought that was fucking dope. I really did. I
It
thought it
was
was so
dope.
dope. Yeah. And then when it once it became like the the Scarecrow, at the end of the movie, and they run off together, and I was like, hey, what if she is gluten intolerant? It's like, this could never occur. But yeah, I honestly I liked it because it was like just a different take on the whole Wizard of Oz thing, and the fact that Dorothy was in it for like all of 30 seconds, and then it really gave
Yeah,
a backstory, and it really gave like a more rational understanding of like this bitch literally killed my sister and then took her fucking shoes. Like who the fuck does that? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, she didn't even really like knowingly do it. She just did it, but she did take her shoes.
But yeah, who takes somebody? I mean, unless you literally don't have shoes, and even then, I'd be kind of hesitant to take a dead person's shoes unless like I was like really hard up, you know?
I also like if you're gonna take somebody's shoes, take the shoes of a girl who's in a wheelchair because them shits are crispy clean.
No shit, they've never been used.
I
The
mean,
brand fucking
I
new.
mean, if you are
Damn.
going to take somebody's shoes,
Oh
those are
my
the shoes
god.
to take.
That is like the most ableist shit somebody's ever said on this fucking podcast.
I also didn't realize that actress is actually in a wheelchair.
Oh, was she
I looked
really?
this up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I looked all this up
Oh
afterwards
man,
because I went on a complete kind of rabbit hole
that's fucking awesome.
with the sex cardigan really spun me out. So I ended up having to do a bunch of obscure reading about this. The sex cardigan that just messed me up.
Well,
I couldn't stop laughing.
I think it's awesome that she's actually in a wheelchair because I think that there's like
Yes.
a lot of actors they act like they're disabled, but they're not. But it's like there's people that are disabled that can act. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they don't need to.
I
It's more believable. You know what I mean? That makes
yeah.
like the scene where
Like,
she was like floating even more odd. But yeah,
Kevin Spacey, man, fuck you for Kaiser Sose, man. That could have been a real dude with a crooked foot that needed to work, but you took it and then straightened the foot out at the end of that movie. Kevin Spacey, we
I
know what you're
mean,
about.
he took it and then gave it to a guy that didn't want it.
You
So
sure
you
did all
know.
of it.
And now he's
You know,
complaining
but I
about how
like
he's
the movie a
broke.
lot.
You saw how
Yeah,
like lately he's been complaining about how he can't get work. It's like, yeah, you dumbass. Like, don't rape people. Like, what the fuck? That seems
play stupid
reasonable.
games, win stupid prizes.
Oh man.
I enjoyed the movie though. I would doubt very highly that they're going to let the universe. It's going to be an
A part three.
Ozverse,
Yeah. And that's
and whether these women are involved or not, there's going to be an expansion because it just sold so well.
well. This is one of the things I liked about Wicked is that it's basically it was a it's a it's a play with an MCU budget,
Yeah,
and that's what I liked about it. Is that obviously there's like some parts where like it wasn't like as all the singing, like I don't like talk singing bullshit. Which is like there was a lot of like talk singing and just like singing in general. I'm not a huge musical guy, but don't get me wrong, like there are certain songs in both the movies that like they fucking hit. Like the end of the first movie with I forget the name of the goddamn song. My daughter would kill me right now if I told her this. Um, I forget what the name. The end of the last song in this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna look it up. In the first movie was fan fucking tastic. It was literally like watching Iron Man put together his suit and the motherfucker singing one of the dopest songs ever.
I
And it,
I said to my wife, and afterwards we were listening to the soundtrack in the car, and I said, "I think that woman is a mutant." And she gave me such a dirty look, and I was like, "No, no, no, you're misunderstanding me." Like, I feel like what's it, Cynthia Erivo? I feel like
yeah,
she is too powerful. Like as a performer and as a singer, she's like off the charts, and I don't like this stuff. I
yeah.
don't like musical theater. It's not my jam, but she is terrifying in her like she is just the top of the top of the top when it comes to that sort of talent. I was astonished by her.
Yeah, and I don't like. Sorry, the song before people start like raging at me. It's "Defying Gravity." That song is dope, and her rendition of it is excellent. It's top form. But the amount of like anti-blackness that comes along with Cynthia Erivo doing fucking literally anything,
Any like
it,
breathing,
yeah,
yeah,
it's so astonishing to me. Like, yes, she shaves her head, she doesn't have eyebrows, she has long fingernails. Okay, like whatever. I don't
okay,
really give a shit about that. She's a very, very talented woman, and for you to like try to diminish her because of the way,
massively talented.
yeah, the way that she looks to you, just it really reflects upon your character, not hers. And yeah, she's kind of fucking weird, but you know what? I don't really fucking care. I know a ton of weird. I'm fucking weird. I can't sing. You know what I mean? I can't act. Like she could do both very, very well. Like she,
Very, very well.
yeah, she's and the dynamic, the dynamic between her and Ariana Grande is palpable. And
Yeah,
for anybody to deny that, you're like we're not living in the same reality. And yeah, they're say whatever else you want to say about it, but they work really well together. And I love
absolutely.
seeing it, and I love the fact that Elphaba is a black woman
She's a
because
green woman, but that's fine. We'll allow
I'm
it.
sorry, rewind,
She's a
say that
green
again.
woman. She's a green woman.
A green, yeah, green woman, but she's played by a black woman.
Green lives matter,
Yeah, green lives do
Kronos.
matter, but just the undertones of like being like the other being
Yes,
otherized.
yes,
There's like a
yes.
lot of, and the fact that like it made like a lot of white folks feel some sort of way is just like it's very telling. You know.
Well, a lot of them will tell you their best friend is green, so
Yeah,
they
of
can say whatever
course,
they want
totally
to say.
green. I got this guy named Bruce Banner. He gets mad every now and again.
Yeah, we got one. We
Yeah.
got one. I guess my people will claim Gamora. She's our green person,
Yeah.
a green Latina.
But she's I mean, her as a person is kind of problematic too, though. But the person that plays Gamora, what's her fucking name? Even though she's hot as fuck. But
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Zoe Saldana. She's problematic.
yeah. There's something she's like. God damn, I have to rewind. I've been drinking. I've been drinking a little bit. Um, she said some things that were like sort of anti-black, but I have to like I got to rewind and like actually like look up what the fuck I'm saying, so I don't like go through all of it.
Yeah,
And
that's a
also
that's a
she
deeper
it
conversation,
is a
I
deeper
think.
conversation, and the fact that she's like never. So I want you to just think about like when have you seen Zoe Saldana um, being in the same scene as a black man or with a black man? It's
Hmm.
pretty
I
fucking
will have to think of that.
yeah. And if y'all can prove me wrong, I've been drinking, so like it's been a minute. Um, but that was like a thing. Oh, and the thing about when she wanted to play, God damn, what's the name of that? Strange Fruit. Who made the Strange Fruit song?
Billie Holiday.
No, hold on. Give me a second. She did a biopic of somebody that was like way darker than she actually is. Now I'm going down the rabbit hole. Uh,
The, the Zoe Saldana rabbit hole. I might need to leave you to yourself.
yeah, you might. That is Billie Holiday. Hold on. What the fuck was it?
That's what I said, right?
Yeah, you're right. But there was like, who the fuck am I thinking of? Zoe Saldana. Oh, this is like messing me up now. Nina Simone. So
Oh, she
she,
didn't need Simone biopic. That's cool. I
yes,
didn't even know that.
yes. But if you think about Zoe Saldana and Nina Simone, like this gets into like colorism. This is a very black thing. So sorry for y'all. Listen, I know the podcast is called Black and Black Times Infinity, and it's based upon a death metal song, but also it's all black dudes. Whatever. Um,
Sorry, not sorry.
yeah. But yeah, there's a huge controversy of her playing Nina Simone in a movie, and she didn't really seem to give a fuck. So
She didn't want to play her. Or she
no,
did want to play her.
she did play it. It's she's in
Oh,
the
she
movie.
did play it. Okay.
Yeah. Which, and you know, if you
Well,
know
look,
Nina Simone, she was very upfront about loving the tone of her skin. And Zoe
yeah. Well, there's
Saldana is,
also she's Dominican, and
yeah,
that opens a whole lot of
it's a lot.
doors
Yeah, it's a lot.
around colorism and all of that. But that is definitely not a topic for 12:30 a.m. for me,
Yeah, sorry.
because I could go deep on that topic because I'm those are my people directly. So
It's like it's
um,
literally connected by land,
there's a
right?
lot
Yeah,
of history. There's literally, but that's different topic for a different time.
it is. Sorry, it's kind of a late night thing, but I was, it just came up naturally.
Yeah,
Um, we'll try and wrap it up in a few minutes.
I
I don't
need
want
I
to keep it
need
too late.
30 seconds.
Oh, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
need 30.
So while he goes and does this thing, I wonder what he talked about. It's gonna be interesting because I'll edit the podcast. But spoiler alert: when I edit a podcast, I don't go back through and listen to the entire fucking thing. So, but maybe I will this time to see what he said. Maybe he was talking shit. I don't know. I did a like a long time ago on like my old laptop. I did an actual video on like how I actually edit podcasts. For people that might want to start a podcast. Um, Maybe I'll do a new one on like how I do it now because you know Premiere Pro is like way different than it was then. But I can edit podcasts rather quickly, but mostly because we do it live, and unless something is said that is like really egregious or really fucked up, or something I was like really miss said or quoted, like I don't go through and like really edit a lot of it. The only thing that I do normally is I'll release the podcast in its entirety, unedited audio, and then if you watch it on YouTube, I do edit out literally a single word in the intro, and it's I think it's shit because on on YouTube, if you curse at all in the first 30 seconds, it will basically demonetize your whole podcast. And Prodigy's intro, he always says, "Smoke me out, fam." With all the dank is a dank shit, and it's within the 30 seconds, and so I have to go back through. Like I'll literally, edit the podcast. I'll make the podcast. I'll drop it on SoundCloud, and then I'll rewind and edit out. I'll blank out like the shit thing in the first 30 seconds, and then the rest of the podcast is unedited. So yeah,
The
that's a
games you
little
got to
behind the
play,
scenes.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like other folks, they do all kinds of fucked up shit, and they can go on Rumble and make all kinds of money off saying bullshit, or be a Nigerian and talk about how black women don't deserve to live or some shit because this is Twitter, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. Being Nigerian, but playing like you're from Alabama.
Yeah, I keep saying Nigerian, but it wasn't just Nigeria. It was like Indians and Indian from like in India, not Native Americans, folks from like Eastern Europe and shit like that. They just grimy ass shit.
So what else was on your list, bro?
What else on the list? So Far Cry is getting a TV show on FX. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, yeah. And it's by I think it's Josh Hawley, the guy that did Alien Earth. So,
Oh
and
well.
I think he did. Did he do Predator Badlands 2? He might have.
Do you know which Far Cry though?
I don't know. It's not Josh Hawley.
The
It's not Josh Hawley. It's something. His last name is Hawley. No, I think it's Noah Hawley. Hold on. Josh Hawley's a senator. He's a very shitty person.
the uh the Alien series was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So the guy that did Alien Earth. He did fucking Legion. He did the latest version of Fargo. Yeah, he's done a lot of solid work lately. But who did Predator Badlands? Did you watch Predator
I
Badlands?
did. I didn't
What did you think?
finish it. I watched more than half of it. It was fantastic. I thought it
Wait,
was
how
great.
did
I
you
couldn't.
hold on? How did you not watch the whole thing?
I just got distracted by something else, but I really enjoyed it. I will finish it.
Hold on.
This is the
No,
time of
hold
year
on.
where I
I'm not
start
gonna let
burning
you.
through
You're not
things.
gonna. We're not gonna. Hold on. Did you watch it at home? Did you pirate this shit?
No, 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 no,
Uh,
no, 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 no. No, I just man, it's hard for me to commit to like appointment TV, and then like I will binge a couple hours, right? Because I think I did three episodes like over the course of 3 weeks, and then I just kind of or four, and then I fell off. So I
hold
will
on.
think.
I'm confused.
We talking about the Alien series that came out
Yes,
this year.
but then I asked you about
Yes.
Predator Badlands, and then you were like, I didn't watch.
Oh no 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 no! Sorry, I did not watch Predator Badlands. I
Okay,
watched Alien.
okay. All
Yeah,
right. That's why I was like,
yeah.
you just like left the fucking theater. Okay.
I took my popcorn, threw it in the air, and
Yeah.
was like, "I'm out." No, I
Okay.
didn't watch Predator at all.
Okay. So Predator Badlands is honestly like one of the best Alien films. I'm sorry, one of the best Predator films ever.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Aliens. Okay, Aliens is really I loved Alien Earth, but there is some weird shit that goes along with it. But so Predator
Sure
Badlands and
was.
Alien Earth they mesh in together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's like it's not it's subtle, but like most people, if you watch Aliens and Predator, like you already know, like back with like Alien versus Predator, that they're in the
Right.
same universe, and they just kind of like, um, I guess, reinforce that a little bit more in the movie. So yeah, it's pretty good. And there's like some sort of comic relief with like the girl that's in the woman that's in it, but I found it hilarious that the movie got a lot of shit before it even came out because the Predator looked like young and small, and they addressed this within like the first like probably 5 minutes of the fucking movie, and it's like just enjoy the movie. Like he's the guy's literally the fucking runt, so yeah,
Right. Take it easy.
and it also ties into Predator. I think it's Killer of Killers. Did you watch that one?
No,
The animated one?
no.
Oh, dude, definitely watch
Is it
that.
dope?
It's dope.
All right.
Yeah, it's literally it's like three. It's four stories, but it's really like it's four stories. Where it's like the first three are like kind of separate, and then the last one they all come together, and it's really good. It's gonna if you watch it, it's gonna be like, probably like one of your favorite Predator movies until you watch Badlands. So yeah,
I definitely intend on watching it. I just haven't yet.
yeah. We only got so much time, bro. I know how it is. We got family, kids,
Yeah.
um, work. Like we work. So yeah. All right. I think is that it for like the major ones I wanted to get through. I don't want to. Oh, huh.
Very conflicted.
I am. There's two, but one of them I don't have to. Okay, we're gonna talk about one of them. Um, one of them's actually they're both kind of serious. One is for emergency guardianship, and the other one is for the war in Venezuela.
Okay. I don't have a ton of context or color to add, but let's see what you think.
Okay, so the emergency actually you have one of them you should have some input on because you're in Chicago with the sort of ongoing, I guess, lessening of the ICE crackdown in
Yeah, yep.
Chicago. So there is a thing called emergency. So I'll give you the premise of both of them. Emergency guardianship for people that have immigrated to America that don't have full citizenship that they're having to find people to give emergency guardianship to their children because they don't know if if they get
Right.
snatched up by ICE, what's going to happen. So that it's a thing.
Right.
The other thing is the war in Venezuela. Like we're literally moving military assets into the Gulf of Mexico, not America, um, to stage military assets into Venezuela, which is like it seems like we're going to do another regime change war, even though this guy wants to be he wants to get a Nobel Peace Prize really bad. So I don't know which one of those do you want to go to, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Um, the guardianship only because I have actually a thought on the topic.
Have you seen ice activity in your neighborhood?
Okay, so yes and no, right? So I have seen them drive down the street. I live in a very nice north side neighborhood in Chicago. I have seen them drive down the street. They did not stop, but
So
I
I gotta ask you a
did,
serious question. Do you have
yeah,
to dodge bullets on your way home?
not a one,
Okay,
not a one. It's a big city, and a lot of the very problematic parts are not close to here, right? Um, it's a big city,
yeah,
mileage wise. It's spread out pretty far. Um, my kid's school formed a little mini militia of parents using signal chats and different bits of technology to coordinate patrols every day for weeks around the start of the school day and the end of the school day for the simple objective or with the simple objective of ensuring that the kids who are trying to get to school and their potential caretakers were not bothered, right? Like we're not harassed, not abused, not stopped illegally. And so there was a group of parents, 6 to 12 a day, who were patrolling the school for 45 minutes before school started and around 45 minutes around when it ended. And that sucks, right? Now it
yeah,
turned out to be maybe not completely necessary for our school, but there were schools in the immediate neighborhood. There's a lot of elementary schools clustered in our neighborhood, a lot. Um, Other schools had incidents, right? Ours didn't happen to, but it was something that was a constant threat for weeks. And it sucks that it existed in the way that it existed, and that there was a fear of these masked people coming in and snatching up nannies or parents or grandparents who were just taking their kids to school. So that did happen. Um, it definitely impacted businesses in my neighborhood, right? Like I know I went to get my car washed one day when this stuff was kind of at its height, and the guy who owns the car wash came out and said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm sending my guys home. ICE is like 2 blocks away, and I don't want them to be unnecessarily at risk." So restaurants, car washes, a lot of businesses were impacted by this. And had to shut down or suspend operations or limit operations. So like that sort of thing mattered, and was felt for sure in the neighborhood.
yeah. That's fucking awful. It's a weird time to be an American, um, and seeing all this shit happen. Where this is literally like what we. This is the things that are happening right now. We went to war over less egregious bullshit. Like we literally went to war with you know England over the price of like fucking taxes. Like they weren't
Yep.
snatching up people on the streets. They weren't fucking throwing people in detention camps. They weren't threatening to deport people to a country where they don't even speak the language. Um, and today people, or at least a certain portion of the population, that's okay with them to just like let human beings that contribute to our society to have them like basically disappeared, based upon their looks and whatever language they may or may not speak. And I think that's fucking awful. Um, Back to like what I want to talk about. It's like it's along the same line. So emergency guardianship is basically it's a way for people that are in America or just emergency guardianship. It doesn't really depend on like your citizenship status. It happens to do with um, if you can help somebody. If you happen to go, if you're a parent and you happen to go away for whatever reason, they have a plan for somebody else to take care of your children. Um, and I think it's very important right now. If you're in an area right now, and you have people that you know that have a questionable citizenship status, even if they have a fucking green card, like you don't know anybody that's literally immigrated to this country, and they have children that would need even children that could be like even 17 years old. They're still children, and if their parents disappeared, like literally today, like they would still need some sort of help. And so if you know
Yep.
anybody in that sort of situation, um, I'm going to, if you have the means to do so, I'm going to implore you to reach out to those people and ask them if they need help. And if they do, if you have the means to do so, please help them legally and get a legally binding contract to help their kids if they need help in that situation. What I mean by that is if their parents like literally got deported or thrown into a detention camp or whatever, that you have a legal document that says that you're responsible for that child.
Right.
And I know that's a lot, and not everybody can do that. And I know that's a responsibility. But if you have the means to do so, please do so because these kids need help. Because sometimes their parents can just get disappeared, and what are they going to do? Like, just imagine if like you as like a normal naturalized American citizen, if you just like disappear from your kid's life, like if me and my ex like disappear from my kid's life, and she turns 9 like in a couple days, um, and there's like literally no plan on like where she goes next. Like, just think about that. So yeah,
Yes, all of that, right? And I hate to kind of come back to a point that you previously made, but I feel like it's important, right? Chicago's a huge city, right? One of the largest cities in terms of population, but has a huge immigrant population. Chicago's 7% of Chicago are Polish people, right? That's of the actual official numbers.
yeah,
Unofficially, that number is probably closer to 10 or 12% because there are a ton of illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants here from Eastern Europe, and Poland happens to be the most represented country in Chicago in terms of Europeans, right?
yeah,
We have more Polish people here than they have in anywhere outside of Warsaw,
mm,
right? Chicago's Polish population is massive and has been for 70 years. I didn't hear of any of those day laborers that are builders and construction workers all over the city being harassed. And that's what like that's really kind of one of the things that burns is it wasn't looking for illegals, it was looking for brown people who
yeah,
happen to be undocumented, right? Undocumented Poles, undocumented Swedes, undocumented Germans, not a concern. Not here, right? I know there was an incident in at a Hyundai plant, but that was seems like it was pretty targeted and pretty isolated. But like in terms of the day to day in the city of Chicago, like it was very clearly targeted to Mexicans and other people from Latin America broadly. That like if you're gonna lie thoroughly. But like
yeah.
this is not. They're not even trying at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at like all the videos of people that are recording, like people getting detained and arrested and all this stuff. Like it's mainly black and brown people. Like at this point, it's mainly brown people.
I've only saw brown people.
Yeah, and it's like it's so obviously racist. It's insane. But once you bring it up, people are just like, "Oh, well, they give like all these fucking bullshit excuses." It's like it's a racist policy, and this is what I'm going to go back to like earlier in the podcast. Nuremberg trials, those level of accountability, that shit will still exist. And so all these people that are doing all these ICE fucking raids, wearing their fucking little bullshit masks, doing all this shit, eventually you'll be held accountable. I am not saying violence. So I want to be very clear because like people like take shit out of context, but I fully expect you to be arrested and to be accountable to our legal system
Yeah.
because what they're doing is illegal. Like they're literally going after people that are going to,
Knowingly.
yeah, knowingly, yeah, because they're going after people that are literally going to their green card interviews and their green
Yeah.
card, to like renew it, and people that are here. Like I don't really. This is the other thing I don't really understand. Maybe it's because I'm just dumb. I'm not fucking dumb. If you're in America and you are not committing like egregious crimes and you're contributing to our society, I don't really give a shit about your legality status. I really don't. Like, I just care about if you're paying taxes. Like, if you're paying taxes and you're like contributing to our society, I don't really fucking care where you came from. Like, keep making America. This is how you make America great.
Yeah.
Contribute to our society, and I want to fast track you and all those other people that happen to do the same thing to
Yeah.
become citizens. And I don't care what color you are. I care about like your culture because I think your people's cultures integrating into America, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But I want that to happen faster. I don't want that to be a long drawn out process, and I don't want them to be punished for trying to find the American dream, even though I know, and probably you know too, that the American dream is bullshit.
Yes, I want all of that. I want people to be able to be accounted for, right? Like
Yeah,
when I hear the census numbers of New York City, of LA, of Chicago, like I know they're wrong. Like they're blatantly wrong. They're wrong by a meaningful number, right? The New York City number is probably light by 3 million people,
yeah.
right? And that's crazy, right? Chicago number is probably light by a million people.
And they are still those people
Uh,
are still paying taxes. You know what I mean?
And yeah, look, some of them are, some of them aren't.
No,
I
hold
think
on.
that if you have a method, like if you're doing all the right things, you should be fast tracked to getting
I want to pause real quick.
some sort. You be counted.
Well, what you just said, like some of them aren't paying, but it's literally impossible in America to avoid all taxes.
It is impossible to avoid. Yeah, you're paying a sales tax. You're paying
Yes,
yes. You're paying a tax, right?
yes.
Whether you're paying every tax,
Yeah, you might avoid um some federal
payroll
taxes,
taxes. Yeah,
maybe, but I what I will say is that you're not avoiding as much tax responsibility as like say a billionaire. You know what I mean? They're avoiding way more taxes than like
yeah,
literally a single billionaire avoids more taxes than like literally every single immigrant in America. Uh,
yes. They're paying sales tax on everything they buy and all the economic stimulus that they're responsible for in their small bubble. Yes,
yeah.
absolutely true. Yes, we agree on that one for sure.
All right. I know it's late your time. I'm keeping you up, and it was last minute, so I want to tell people that are listening to this podcast. I literally hit him up like maybe an hour. That's conservative. Like before the podcast started, of like because we needed to talk anyway, and everybody else
Yeah,
like dipped out. So yeah, it's either we talk or I'm gonna bullshit talk on a live stream video game session, which would have been Hades too, by the way.
I'm sorry to have kept you from Hades too.
No, do not be sorry. This has been an excellent conversation. Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad we got to do it, my brother. I'm happy to hear from you. Happy Thanksgiving, whatever that happens to mean for you and everybody else out there. It is almost 1 a.m., which is very late for me because I'm old
yeah.
and I'm gonna go to bed.
You're cooking a brisket, right?
Yeah, I'm actually. So before I go to bed, I'm gonna go check on
Go
it
check.
and give it a little spritz. Yeah, because I'm weird like that.
That's all good, bro. I cheat. I use a sous vide. So
That's not cheating. It's technique.
Technology, bro.
That's right. Technology.
All right. Well, someday I'll come out to your way, and
Yeah, man.
I
I
really
love
want to
that.
go to. I really wanted to come to Chicago. I haven't been there in like probably 2 decades.
In
And
the spring or the summer, but not right now.
yeah, no, I'm not. When there's like white shit on the ground, unless it's cocaine, like I'm not coming out.
It's not cocaine.
I'm just kidding. I don't do
It's too
cocaine.
expensive.
I joke about it all the time though. All right. Well,
All right, man. Well, thank you.
hold on. I gotta do like the outro.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, thank you for watching Black and Black Times Infinity. You can find us on holy shit, basically everywhere. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple, iTunes, Google, whatever. I don't know what they keep changing the name on Google shit. Our podcast, our website is benhabproductions.com. Sorry, benhabproductions.squarespace.com /BthanBTI. We also have our YouTube channel, which is also BthanBTI, or Black and Black Times Infinity. You can find us on there. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And also, again, thank you, P. You can have the last word on this podcast.
Yeah. Last word being, everybody out there, keep it real. And like I said at the very beginning, Wu Tang is for the children.